Hello and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. How are you all? Are you having a lovely, nice Wednesday? Halfway through the week, guys, we're almost there. Today is a book haul. I've got a selection of books here that I have gathered over the month of October and the beginning of November. I've split them into 3 sections, plus one bonus book. 3 sections are books that I've recently bought and I'm reading right now because I couldn't wait. Books that the publishers have kindly sent me, some exciting and amazing books that the publishers have kindly sent me, and Christmas books that I've bought to read next month. I will start with the bonus book that doesn't really fit into any of these categories, and then move quickly on to the books that I'm reading at the moment because they are all amazing. Simon, my lovely pal Simon, came to visit at the beginning of October and kindly bought me a copy of Wing Jones by Catherine Webber. He knew I wanted this book because when we were sorting out his shelves, I said, you getting rid of any books? He said, I'm getting rid of some books. And I said, are you getting rid of this? Because I really want it. Well, he was bloody kind enough to go and get me a signed copy, which is very cute, that Catherine Webber has signed herself. This is about Wing, who has a grandmother from China and a grandmother from China and also a grandmother from Ghana, and she often feels like she's caught between worlds, and she discovers that she is very good at running, and that is where it goes from there. It's a YA novel. It's got a lovely multicoloured what are these guys called? Pages ends? I don't know what's the actual term for that, and I'm very much looking forward to getting around to reading this. I think this is going to be one of my book club picks for next year, so I'm not sure which one yet, but it will be a book club pick for next year. So that's that. Then the 3 books that I've bought recently that I'm currently reading, and I won't go into too much detail about because they may well be appearing in a currently reading video. The first one is Feminists Don't Wear Pink and Other Lies, which is an essay collection curated by Scarlett Curtis. I'm very much enjoying this. That's something that's not to do with the book. I'm about halfway through this, and it's all sorts. It's split into she's loosely split it into sections, and each essay is within one of these sections which are entitled Epiphany, Anger, Joy, and Poetry Break, Action, Education, Further Reading, and Last Words. And I'm up to Joy, I think I've just got to. But yeah, I'm finding this very valuable, and I read it on Cozy Reading Night and I am enjoying it. Also, just to keep you in what else I was reading on Cozy Reading Night, and this is a book this is a short story collection from Cecilia Ahern called Raw. This is 30 short stories about 30 different women. Now, I've never been much of a Cecilia Ahern fan, and I got sent the little what do you call it? The preview book of this earlier this year, and I read one of the stories and was like, wow, I actually do like this. I think it's more my snobby nature being like, oh, I don't think I like Cecilia Ahern, or I'd read stuff by her in the past and thought it was fine, but just not like my favourite thing. But these short stories in here have really surprised me, and I'm surprised about how much I've enjoyed them so far. So I'm only like 4 short stories in, but I would definitely be continuing to read that. So yeah, very good. And then the last one is the second book in the Nevermore series. This is Wundersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I'm about this much through, and I would be more of that through, but I've just been so busy. But I'm definitely going to dedicate some time. I've got a half day tomorrow, so I'm going to dedicate some time to reading that tomorrow. So those are the books that I've bought recently and needed to read instantly. So now I'll move on to the books that the publishers sent me before I move on to Christmas books. So the first one I've been sent is a book called Glasstown Wars by Celia Rees. Now I know Mercedes was very excited about this because Celia Rees, I had not heard of this book, wrote one of Mercedes' favourite childhood books, which was called Witch Child, which I hadn't heard of. And this is a YA book, this book, not Witch Child, about Tom and Augusta. It says here they're from different places and different times, but they meet in a virtual world to combine forces in battle, to save a kingdom, escape a web of deceit, and to find love. In a place where fictions can be truths and truth fictions, learning who to trust is about more than friendship, it's about survival. Now, on the press release here, it says it's got a fantastic female lead, which I'm very, very excited about. And yeah, it just says, yeah, I just think it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. I also feel like this is something David would like. It sounds a little bit, and I mean like really little bit, like Ready Player One. Maybe, do you think? If anyone, does anyone think that sounds a bit like Ready Player One? But yeah, amazing front cover as well. So that's the first one. Then I got sent, oh, this is exciting as well, the In Search of Mary Shelley, The Girl Who Wrote Frankenstein by Fiona Sampson. This is a biography of Mary Shelley's life. Now, I read Frankenstein in October, or was it November? In October, and it was probably my third read of it, my third reread of it, and I was just struck more so this time, and I don't really know why more so this time, about how, like, of a modern idea it feels like it feels like if you had that original idea of a body being made of body parts now, that would be like, whoa, that's out there. So imagine having that thought 200 years ago, and then I got approached and asked if I would like a copy of this, and I was like, I definitely do, because I would love to find out more about Mary Shelley's life, now, which I knew nothing of. Now, I've just read the back of it. Basically, she's had so much of a life. So she eloped at the age of 16 with Percy Bysshe Shelley and embarked on a passionate itinerant relationship, and she was widowed early. She travelled between England and Europe, and she experienced debt, infidelity and the deaths of 3 of her children, all whilst still a teenager, and she composed one of the most enduring classics of English literature. So I didn't even know that Frankenstein was written when she was a teenager. Amazing. So yeah, looking forward to reading this and finding out more about Mary Shelley, so that will be fantastic. Then I've got another essay collection, which sounds like it's going to be really fun, and I've literally just read a little bit of the first essay and thought it was hilarious. This is We're Never Meeting in Real Life by Samantha Irby, and I just sort of flicked through some of the titles of some of these essays. I will share some with you because they sound amazing. I haven't even read any of them. So one of them is, do you guys pay your fucking bills or what? Fuck it bitch, stay fat. I'm in love and it's boring. 13 questions to ask before getting married. Yo, I need a job. And then the title essay, We Are Never Meeting in Real Life. And I've just read the first sort of page and a bit of her an essay which is called My Bachelorette Application. But yeah, this sounds like it's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to reading that. So that's there. Then I've got this book that was sent to me from, oh, when's that out actually? That's out in January, 17th of January. This is also out in January. This is Golden Child by Claire Adam. This is published by Faber, and this is about a son who goes missing. Also, look at this amazing proof. Like, you don't often get a proof with a beautiful, shiny cover. It says here, it's dark now, the bats are out, insects knock against the light on the patio, and the dog sits at the gate. A boy has not returned home, and a family anxiously awaits. A father steps out into the night to search for his son. As the hours turn into days, this man will learn many things. He will learn about being a father to twin boys who are in no way alike. He will learn how dangerous hopes and dreams can be. He will learn truths about Trinidad, about his family and himself. He will question received wisdom and question his judgment. He will learn about sacrifice and the nature of love, and he will be forced to act. And this is a debut novel, so yeah, sounds like it's going to be amazing. And then I've got this selection of books which were kindly sent to me. My phone's going off over there. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh, and that light's just gone off. It's all happening. It is Equal Pay Day on Saturday the 10th of November, which is the day, oh god, and every time I try to explain this, and it's such a bloody important thing, I need to work out how to say it properly, but from the 10th of November, because of the massive gender gap, it means that women really should stop working on the 10th of November this year, because that is how big the gender pay gap is in between women and men. Have I made that make sense? Is there a better way of saying it? The Fawcett Society, well, Vintage got in touch with me. The Fawcett Society are running a campaign this year to promote this, to raise awareness of this, which is something that I am fully behind. And they sent me a lovely pin badge, which says the Equal Pay by the Fawcett Society. They've also sent me 3 amazing books which are to do with women and careers. So the first one is, and one of them I've got the finished copy, I had the proof copy of, but the other 2 I hadn't even heard of. So this is Career Girls, Cautionary Tales for the Working Women by Ms. T. McGill, and this looks like it's a sort of different bits of art with like a hilarious little comment on the side. But it says here on the back, Emily is 22 years old. She's just discovered that the gender pay gap is currently estimated to close in 2117. Blech. She's psyched that her great-great-granddaughter is going to witness this momentous step forward for the sisterhood. She's made herself a tick-off calendar that she intends to hand down the maternal line. So yeah, that is a humour book about that. And then there's this as well, which is How to Be Successful Without Hurting Men's Feelings, Non-Threatening Leadership Strategies for Women by Sarah Cooper. And it's very similar in that it's got this sort of big typeface and then things here. So the louder you type, the more productive you look. So it's like hilarious insights into working world for women. There here is an imposter syndrome quiz, and yeah, employee breakdown in terms of a few jokes and things. So there's that. And then this is a book that I have been sent the proof of. This is Why Women Have Better Sex Under Socialism and Other Arguments for Economic Independence by Christine R. Godsey. So yeah, I will be looking forward to reading those and thinking about how wonderful it is that men get paid more than women. Isn't it lovely? And then the last two books I've got, which then link into my Christmas book selection. Emma at Book Break was kind enough to send me the Picador Classic edition of Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason. I think it was when Jean was on Book Break last time. She sent me the original Bridget Jones's Diary in this edition, and then I saw this was out and I said, Emma, please can I have it? So she sent me it. I really like it. I really like the style of it, like the sort of simpleness of it, and I think I've only read The Edge of Reason once. Now, I've reread Bridget Jones's Diary many a time, but I really think I've only read The Edge of Reason once, so I feel like I might keep this and treat myself to a sort of Bridget Jones sesh in January maybe. So that is what I may be doing. And then, as I said, this links into the Christmas books that I've picked up. So the first one is one that was sent to me by Pam Macmillan, and that is the Macmillan Library edition of Round About the Christmas Tree, which is I don't even know how to say this word, miscellany? Is that how you say it? Of Festive Stories, which is edited by Becky Brown. These are gorgeous, and this is like £10. This is an amazing little gift, like a perfect little Secret Santa gift. I'm not even thinking about my gift guide yet, and you're getting this one for free. Gorgeous gold pages, and yeah, it's just got a collection of Christmassy stories from authors that you may know, such as Arthur Conan Doyle, Anthony Trollope, Charles Dickens, Hans Christian Andersen, Thackeray, J.M. Barrie, L. Frank Baum. God, there's loads. Louisa May Alcott, Thomas Hardy, another one by Charles Dickens. Yeah, so I'm going to be working my way through that during Christmas time. So that is the first of 4 Christmas books I have here. Now, the other ones are ones that I've bought myself. The first one being one that I picked up when David and I went to the cinema last night, the night before. I popped into Waterstones. I've never seen this book. I start looking for Christmas books probably about August, and this one I've never ever laid my eyes on, and there it was, sat staring at me in Waterstones. I was very excited. This is Merry Midwinter. The front cover's gorgeous. How to Rediscover the Magic of the Christmas Season by Gillian Monks. So it says here, the introduction is, turn away from the frenetic consumerism of Christmas and rediscover the authentic and meaningful realities of the oldest and most precious celebration of the year. Celebrating Midwinter is not about what you buy or how much you spend, it's about your attitude to life. And it says here, it's a cornucopia for ideas on how to make your own decorations, from kissing boughs, advent wreaths, crackers, stockings and more, alternative gifts which cost nothing except your time and thought, entertainment and gifts, and simple seasonal recipes from years gone by. I think I'm going to have a bloody brilliant time with that, so I'm looking forward to that, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And like, for that book, nice hardback, gorgeous, £9.99 that was. Well done me for finding that, well done me. The next one is a short story collection that I am so pumped about. I went to visit Mercedes recently, and she bought this book as well the day before, and there was only one copy in the Waterstones that she bought it in, and then we went into Gerald's, which is like a department store in Norfolk, and they've got an amazing little book section in there, and they had it. So this is Winter Magic, an enchanting collection of stories from award-winning authors, which is curated by Abby Elphinstone. Look at that bloody gorgeous front cover. It's got a dragon, it's on a mountain, which is covered with snow, lots of sort of pine trees, 2 little guys in a boat, some berries and holly, a skier, some angels. Oh God, I just can't wait. This is featuring stories by, and I haven't heard of a lot of these. I've definitely heard of Lauren St. John, some people say, don't they? Piers Torday, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The first one is called A Night at the Frost Fair. Oh, lovely. So that's also being read during Christmas. And then the last one is a picture book that I bought myself, and that is Last Stop on the Reindeer Express by Maudie Powell-Tuck and Carl James Montford, and I just could not leave with this. It's so gorgeous. The end papers are fantastic, and it's got little cutouts and things. So for instance, I have looked through this. I haven't read it yet, but I have looked through it, and David said he's gonna not look for it. He doesn't want to see it because he wants to read it, but like, there's a lot of cutouts and things. So for instance, there's some chairs which you can then go and you see the little thing through there. But yeah, the illustrations look amazing. This one is a particular favourite of mine. It's a selection of doors, which just looks gorgeous. yeah, I can't wait to read it. It looks amazing. So yeah, very excited about that. That is published by Little Tiger. So yeah, so those are some of the books that, well, those are the books that I got my hands on in the end of October, beginning of November. Would love to hear if you've read any of these. Would love to hear if you're excited about any of these. I feel like I've been really, oh, there we go. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so those are it. Have you started collecting your Christmas books yet? I'm so excited about Vlogmas. It's not even here yet and I'm so excited about it. So yeah, anyway, those are all the books that I've got my hands on. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you enjoyed my book haul and I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video.